Welcome to the Gradelink Standards tutorial video. In this video, I am going to show you how you can create groups of standards for each subject. Teachers and administrators can easily see which standards have or haven't been covered in order to close gaps in their curriculum. And since Gradelink links standards to assignments, you can also see just how well students and classes are performing in a given standard, including subcategory or category averages. Gradelink supports Common Core state standards, and additional state, diocese, and district standards are being added. If you don't see your local standards listed, please contact Gradelink support for assistance, and we would be more than happy to help you with that. You can also configure custom standards specific to your school. The first thing that you'll want to do is actually add the standards. Over on the left-hand side, you'll see a list of tabs, and you're going to want to go into the Students tab. And within that tab, you'll see several choices here at the top, and the one you're going to want to pick is the Admin tab, so go ahead and click on that. And within that, you'll see there's choices underneath that as well, and the one you're going to want to choose is the Import Standards button. So when you click on that, that will bring up the library of standards for each subject. Now when you click on the subject, underneath that, you're going to see that there are all the grades listed. And then if all the grades that are listed are underlined, that means you can click on those to open up the categories within that grade. And within the categories, there's also subcategories. And within the subcategories, when you click on it, you'll see the standards that are associated with that category, grade, and subject. When you are done selecting the individual subcategories or individual standards, that's when you would want to save all your changes. And you can do that by down in the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see a green button where it says Save Changes. And once you click on that, it will confirm it. In this video, I am going to show you how to create groups. And groups are custom containers for standards that generally relate to the subjects that are taught at your school. Now, how you are going to do this, your Classes tab is over here on the left-hand side. So once you click on that, you're going to see that it takes you to the main screen, but you want to be in the standards. So you're going to click on the standards, and that will take you to the screen where it shows the standards group. But we haven't added anything yet. So what you want to do is there's a little gear icon to the right of that drop-down menu that you want to click on. And from here, you're going to add the new group. So you click Add New, and here you would type the title that would be associated to the class. And I'll just go ahead and type, we'll use Math 1 as an example. And once you type that, click Save, and that's going to add it down here in your groups. You can see that's been added to that now. And then from here is where you're going to want to add the standards to that group. So you would click on it, and over here on the right hand side you're going to see a list of available standards. Now these are the standards that I showed in the last video how to add those. So this is where they would show up. So for this math class, let's just go ahead and use geometry. We want to add geometry. You can type in and search so you don't have to scroll through the whole entire list. So we're going to go ahead and pick geometry for first and click Add. And then let's say we wanted to add measurements and data. So if we type in measure, that'll bring up measurements and data. Again, you want to choose the specific one for that class or group. And let's just go ahead and add a third one. Let's say we wanted to put in numbers. So number and operation. So we can go ahead and add the one that we want, and then it adds it actually into your list over here. So it's showing the standards that you have for your Math 1 group. It automatically saves it, so there's no save button that you need to click or enter on. If you have several standards that you will be adding into your group that are consecutive, you can just place your cursor on it and then just drag down if they're in order. The other option that you can choose if they are not in order is by clicking on the first one that you want to choose. And if you're using a Mac, you would hit the Command key and just hold that down and then click on the other ones that you're looking to add and click Add. And that would place those over in your group on the left-hand side. Now, if you're using Windows, then it would be to hold down the Control key and do the exact same procedure where you're going to click on the standards that you want if they're not in consecutive order. Otherwise, like I said, you can just choose the standard, and if they're in order, just drag your mouse down and click Add. Also from this screen, custom standards can be manually entered if needed. And how you would do that is up at the top, you've got the two buttons. We're currently on the standards groups area. To do the custom, you would click on the Configure New Standards button. And here on the left, you'll see all the fields that we need to be filled in. And these are custom to your school. So whatever information you want to add here is custom to you, to your school. So as an example, let's go ahead and add the information. So let's say we would name our ID 948. The grade level, let's say, is 6. The subject would be English. The category, let's say, we'll name it retention. Subcategory, you can name it something different or you can keep it the same. And then in the standard text box, this is where you're going to write the detailed explanation of the standard. So that can be as detailed as you need it. And then once you enter all the information, you'll go ahead down here at the bottom, you will click Add. So now you'll see on your list down at the bottom, and you can go ahead and choose to put that into one of your groups. I'm going to show you how to apply groups to the individual classes. On the left-hand side, you'll see the Classes tab. You'll want to click on that. And from here, over on the right-hand side, you'll see a listing of all your classes, and you will scroll down to the one that you want if you can't see it. And for this example, we'll go ahead and use Math 1. You want to change from the main screen to the standards screen. And from there, you'll see that you have a standards group drop-down menu. And this is where you are going to choose the group that is associated with the class that you have chosen. So we'll go ahead and choose Math 1. And once you do that, it opens up the parameters for the standards. And you can change these to meet your requirements for your school. So the first area here in the parameters is minimum number of assignments required before a standard can be considered met. And what that means is this is the least number of assignments that must be linked to a given standard before that standard qualifies as being met in the class. The second area is the minimum percentage average required for a student to meet a standard. And that means a student's grade average for the linked assignments must be at this percentage or higher for the student to be considered meeting that standard. The third area says at least a percentage of students must average 85% or higher in the standard for it to be considered met by the class. Now you can change this percentage. Let's go ahead and just change it to 70. And what that means is 70% of the students must average 85% or higher in the standard for it to be considered met by the class. So this is for the actual class, and this is for the student. And once you change that, it is just for this class. It is not for a default overall. It will just be changed for this class. And we'll go over in a later video on how to change it as a default for the actual standard. Now the next area is a standards percentage average. Is you have two choices based on the most recent associated assignments, and here you can choose that number, which is up here. And the second choice is based on all associated assignments. Now, if your school or class prefers to have only the most recent assignments applicable to the student's performance in the standard, you use the minimum assignment count. Otherwise, the average will be based on all associated assignments, and that would be the second choice if you want to do that on all of the assignments. This last area is the options for the standards report card. And here you can choose to show overall class grade. You can show category grade, show subcategory grade, and show the standard grade. Now, keep in mind, these only affect what shows on the report card. The teacher always can see the averages for any of these levels using the standards met report, which we'll discuss in another section. Then once you've made all your adjustments in this area, in the parameters area, you go ahead and make sure and click save, and that will save everything for that group, for that class. In this video, I'm going to show you how teachers apply standards to their assignments. Teachers can associate one or more standards to each assignment, and Gradelink will show teachers which standards have been covered by which assignments and the class average per assignment. So the way you're going to do this is to sign into a teacher account. Now from here at the top, you're going to choose from your drop-down menu for your classes on which class you want to be working in. So for this example, we'll go ahead and choose English 5-6. And from here, you want to go into the assignments, like you're going to add an assignment. And you would do that by clicking on the Assignments tab. And once you're in the assignment information, you're going to add the usual information. So for this example, we'll go ahead and just use Book Report as the title. Then you would choose your date assigned, due date, all the usual information that's going to be entered in an assignment like you would normally do. But now you'll see down here that the standards drop-down menu has been added, and this is where you would add your standards that you want to be associated with this assignment. And you can choose all of them, or you can choose just one or two of them. So we'll go ahead and choose all of them. After you've chosen your preferred standards, you just click anywhere else off the menu. Go ahead and save it, or if you'd like to save and grade, you can click Save and Grade, and it automatically takes you to your grade assignment where you can enter in your grades. Let's say most everybody received 100% on this. So you can type in 100, and by clicking on this little arrow, it will fill in everybody with 100%. Let's say just a few of the students got a different grade than a 100. You can go ahead and change those. Let's say this one did 65. And then down at the bottom, you'll see you can hit Submit. Now, if you click on the title of the assignment, it's going to take you into the assignment information. And you'll notice down here at the bottom, it now shows the standards that are covered or associated with that assignment. And if you place your mouse over the standard and just hover over it, it'll show you up to the upper right the actual details of that standard. In this last video, I'm going to show you how to pull reports for the standard. On the left-hand side, you'll have a tab called Teacher Reports right here. You're going to go ahead and click on that. Up at the top of the screen, you want to make sure that you are clicked on the class that you're wanting to pull the report for, and in this case, we do want to pull the report for English 5-6, so I'll go ahead and click back on that. And that shows a list of reports here on the right-hand side that you can pull for that class. And in the standards report, we want to do the standards met report, which is in the middle of the list, and go ahead and click on that. And this report actually shows you the standard criteria section shows the linked assignment count and percentage of passing students. And the student average section shows how well individual students are performing on the selected standard. So if you take your mouse and you hover over the category, the subcategory, or the standard, it will give you the details. And over here to the right, it will give you the status, if it's met or unmet, and the percentage. And then it also lists the grades for that class. This report can be printed from the screen, or you can save it to a PDF. The PDF button is up here at the top of the screen, and you just would click on the PDF file and it downloads and you can print it from there. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or need additional guidance setting up your standards, you can contact Gradelink support for assistance.